Good day, everyone. Welcome to our podcast lesson. By the way, I am your teacher, Florence. Now, are you ready to learn? Excellent! So, class, kindly get your Smile Packet Learning module. Then, we will start our discussion. Let's go! The topic that we are going to discuss today is about the different modes of reproduction in animals. In order to achieve the objectives, you are expected to know the different modes of reproduction in animals, and last, to classify the examples of reproduction in animals. Have you ever heard the word reproduction? Good! I know some of you knows reproduction and others are not. But don't worry, because you are here to learn. Okay? Turn your module on page 1. What comes into your mind when you hear the word reproduction? Reproduction is a process by which new individual organisms or offspring are produced from their parent or parents. Reproduction enables and ensures the continuity of species, generation after generation. It is the main feature of life on Earth. Animals reproduce in different ways. Sexual and asexual reproduction are the two ways on how animals reproduce. Sexual reproduction takes place when sex cells from two parent animals, one male and one female, unite to form a new animal. Fertilization takes place when a sperm cell unites with the egg cell. It may be internal or external. Internal fertilization happens when the male animal releases sperm cells into the body of the female animal to fertilize the egg cell. The embryo can either develop inside the female body until it is born alive or develop inside an egg laid by the female. Most land animals such as mammals, reptiles, and birds begin sexual reproduction via internal fertilization. External fertilization takes place when the union of sperm cell and egg cell occur outside the bodies of the parents. The female releases eggs into the water or attaches them to the plant or rock. The male then releases sperm cells over the eggs to fertilize them. Most frogs and fishes undergo external fertilization. Let's go forward to asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction produces offspring that are genetically identical to the parent because the offspring are all clones of the original parents. Asexual reproduction produces new organisms from a single parent. An offspring produced from asexual reproduction has the same genetic information as the parent. Thus, it is identical to its parent. Binary fission, budding, fragmentation, and parthenogenesis are some methods of asexual reproduction. Binary fission, which means splitting, occurs when a parent animal divides itself into two. Each half grows into a new individual. Budding happens when an outgrowth of the parent animal develops into a new animal. Hydra and jellyfish are some examples of animals that can reproduce through budding. Fragmentation is the breaking of an individual into parts followed by regeneration. If the animal is capable of fragmentation and the parts are big enough, a separate individual will grow from each part. Fragmentation may occur through accidental damage, damage from predators, or as a natural form of reproduction. Parthenogenesis is a form of asexual reproduction in which an egg develops into an individual without being fertilized. Parthenogenesis occurs in invertebrates such as aphids, stick, insects, ants, wasps, and bees. Did you get it? Okay, now it's the time to test what you have learned. It's quiz time! Direction. Determine which animal undergoes sexual and asexual reproduction. Number 1. Frogs. The answer is it undergoes sexual reproduction. Number 2. Ants. The answer is it is asexual reproduction. Number 3. Fish. The answer is it undergoes sexual reproduction. Number 4. Jellyfish. The answer is it undergoes a sexual reproduction. Last, Hydra. The answer is it also undergoes a sexual reproduction. Good job! Here's the next activity. Identify the given example of animals if they're reproduced through internal or external fertilization. Number 1. Mammals. The answer is it reproduced through internal fertilization. Number 2. Frogs. It undergo external fertilization. Number 3. Reptiles. It undergo internal fertilization. Number 4. Birds. It also undergo internal fertilization. The last number, fishes. It undergo external fertilization. Great! You have successfully passed the test. I hope that you learned in today's discussion. Remember that reproduction is a process by which new individual organisms or offspring are produced from their parent or parents. Reproduction has two types: sexual and asexual reproduction. Fertilization may be internal or external fertilization, while in asexual reproduction, it undergoes some process to reproduce like binary fission, budding, fragmentation, and parthenogenesis. Hooray! I know that you have learned. Hope that you enjoy our discussion. See you to our next podcast lesson. Again, I'm your teacher, Florence. Enjoy your day. Thanks and God bless.
Our group members are Alexandra Nicole Reyhuso, Mera Analay Kuching, Sunshine Fulvera Bartolay, Florence Ispeloy, Romnick Balais Almoite, and Eddie Magdaraog.